but like I got deep into just parking recently. Why do you think we call that shit parking, right?
This is like the thing where you say a word too much and you're like, that. Why am I saying it wrong?
Yeah, because it's just like, like, what does it mean? Like, why does parking mean a car parking? Like in a car, the actual, it's actually called park in the vehicle.
Yeah,
like on the drive thing. Why do you think we call it park? Like, because I was just like, this sounds so wrong in the terminology. Because when I'm thinking about parks, I'm actually thinking about outside parks.
Yeah.
But it's like in here, I could just easily shift my brain to using that terminology.
You know, I think this is also like something we can blame on the English language.
Yeah.
Exactly. Here we go. Because I dove too deep.
Because we're kind of lucky it's not stop.
We're also, exactly, because we're stupid. But here's how stupid we are, right? The term parking literally comes because people used to just leave their cars on the side of the road in actual parks.
Yeah.
That's just the whole, in people in the automotive industry were like, well, shit, they're parking.
Yeah, parking.
So pee in the car. Like it was just I don't know if those things are like so simplistic that it's smart or so dumb that it's dumb. You know, where it's just like we just adopted it. It was just fuck it.
We needed a new word for a new invention.
Yeah.
And like I don't, because I can't tell you what I think it should have been.
I think it was one of those things like they were like, all right, we got to actually deal with this issue. Let's just call it parking. Fuck it.
It's like jaywalking, because jaywalking was like it was a term made by the automotive industry because Jays were like stupid people or whatever. So like it was like they called it stupid people walking. That's essentially what it was. And they were like, so when we made a law, we just called the law jaywalking. And it's like, dude, is it convenience or is it dumb? I don't know, man. I don't know. But yeah, that was racking my brain because I'm mad that like Chicago sold all of the parking in the city, and like it just makes me continually angry the more I find out about it. So like, yeah, I've just been thinking about parking a lot, and then the word itself became not real.
Yeah, that's happened to me. Yeah, it happens to a good many.
Type shit.
That rabbit hole.
When you get into like thinking a word that much, it does weird things.
I hate that shit. And when you type it too, like I hate when I like type things and like
it starts looking wrong.
Yeah. I hate that shit. That happens a lot when I'm writing my scripts with the word and the, where those two words don't look real when I type them after a while, where I'm just like, what does that mean? Yeah. It's like getting philosophical about a 3-letter word because I'm typing too much.
No, it's always E and A. Oh. I feel like it's something there where I'm like, yo, there's something. It doesn't look like a real word.
It's like what is this language we created? Why does that make that sound?
Exactly.
But no, it's really like, why are things things?
Yeah, like PH. Like why is PH a F sound?
Man,
like that's not even English people. I was going deeper.
I hate not English people, but like duck, English language. Oh my god,
a duck. Okay, is a duck.
Talk.
No.
Truck. Fuck.
No. But duck. Why did you look at this thing and go, duck?
Bro, come on.
Yeah. Like,
what about it?
What came first? Duck. Like duck, like low?
Damn, what did
like
come first?
The animal.
And you see, that's where I end up getting with everything, bro.
Or is it ducking?
Oh, because the duck is flying over.
Ooh. That would be crazy.
Yeah,
that would be crazy.
Because ducks are flying.
Bro. But when they go underwater, like when ducks dip their little heads down, they should do look like they go full down.
Yeah.
Bro. It's stupid. I hate our language. Like, and then there's other words that make no hippopotamus. What the fuck?
I like that one.
Come on. It might be fun to say, but how the hell did we get there? How the hell did we
creativity?
Bro.
That inspires me.
This is a 2-ton swimming beast that can crush you on accident.
Hippopotamus.
Hippopotamus. Yup. Like that's gonna kill it.
That's the one.
It inspires me in the way that someone submitted that in hopes of getting it to be that name, and it is that name now.
Does
So
that make you want to fuck an animal or some
words?
shit?
Yeah, if I ever found an animal, man,
some
just
ridiculous.
Wait till you see the
You're
name.
getting dumb with it. Yeah, I mean, dude, like narwhal, like fuck, like what does that mean?
Flopper natter.
I'm not even sure that's a real.
It's like a rat.
That is a great segue. That is a great segue to say, what is up and welcome to another episode of Better Than Cable, G. You are in here this week. We got a comment already from Rodrigo. Sorry, we're diving in. Is it anything important? Is he talking about?
He kept his phone charged for this. That's true dedication.
Hey, fuck yes.
Hell yeah.
Hell yes. We love that, man. Look, you are in here this week. You are in here this week to talk some ish. We got Ananya from the Nevaland podcast, as well as Parson Spirit. We got Bobby on the boards and J-Treb, me from Miseducation and Music. And we're in here to talk some ish this week. I ain't been here in a
Was
second.
that a bad thing to do?
What?
I just saluted.
I mean, I don't know how you salute it, but like, I think since you addressed it, I don't think you meant it in a bad way.
No.
You know, I don't think you meant
Just
it.
like a hello.
I know you haven't seen this.
I am not a veteran. I am not trying to impersonate a veteran.
I love the preface.
Oh my god. Yo, did you see the cat meme of him saluting?
Who?
Like, I think he saluted his dad or
Cat
something.
Williams?
No, Cat, Carl Anthony Towns.
A cat?
NBA player. NBA player.
Why would we think that off of cat?
First I thought an actual cat. First I thought an actual. Then I was like, he said it again. I said Cat Williams, and you go
Cat Williams.
Carl Anthony Towns.
Yeah.
I know sports enough, man. Come on, I'm just waiting for Boston to go ahead and advance to the finals, like I know they can do. Then I'll start watching weekly.
Yeah, basically.
They're making fun of him for this.
I mean,
That's basically what I did, though.
I don't know if it's that bad though. I'm not gonna make fun of him.
I made
for
a
it.
weird face with mine,
I don't
too.
think I made a weird face with mine.
I don't know exactly what it looked like, but I felt
this is a
it.
clip,
Man, this is
a
wild.
clip.
This is wild. This is wild, man. But hey, look, we're in here. Salutes
yeah.
and all. Oh.
Hell yeah, salutes
I feel like I probably saluted somewhere on the internet. So, don't feel bad about it. I probably
Maybe,
thrown a salute
yeah.
out.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Maybe.
I'm, actually, now that I think about it,
Yeah, I refrained from saluting.
That's actually really crazy. I don't know if I've ever saluted out of context. Maybe I don't know.
No, did you go like this?
It was a full hand. It was a full. It was. I don't know.
Well, I mean, it was more rigid than either of your wrists. So Josh had the downward curve. That's not what it was. I wasn't like we didn't have the full U to it.
Okay.
You were like this. It wasn't that. It was just a quick
It's a quick what's up.
You've seen me do this many a time.
I don't know. I feel like if you add a peace sign to the end,
exactly.
Bring off to I don't know.
I feel like I should stop doing it. I did it like
we found out live on air. We found out live on air.
Yeah, figured it out.
We're just gonna say, stop doing it.
Learning is part of the process.
Exactly.
Learn something every day.
Learning is part of the process. Yeah, man. Oh shit! What were we even talking about? Oh, we were just dry opening into stuff. I was complaining about parking. So the city sold the last bit about that. The city
Full circle.
The city sold the parking in the city for $1.5 billion.
Yeah,
which was the lowest rated estimate of what they could have made on whatever it was. Yada yada whoop de whoop. They made that money back
in a year.
Less than 10 years.
Yeah.
Everything since then has been profit, and they have done nothing but up the price of it. Yeah. But here's the crazier part I found out. So if they want to have a parade in Chicago and it's on a street that has paid parking, the city has to reimburse them for the lost time of the paid spots.
Yeah.
So
that's
even
why
in the
closed
city,
street permits cost money.
Yeah, because they have to pay back. Yeah. And then on top of that, we had a huge issue in Chicago with people printing fake disabled parking passes. Because if you are disabled, you can park in any paid parking spot for free. Which I didn't even know that.
I didn't know that.
I'm not saying I want to be disabled. I'm just saying, holy shit, that is a flex in this city. To be able to park anywhere.
Garages?
No, not garages, but any of the green ones. Any of the green ones. You can park Chicago, you can park for free there.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Just in the window.
Yeah, and that's how it was when
maids just walk by.
When it first started. They are so strict on that shit now because the city of Chicago is actually picking up the tab for all of those. So every time that you park there with one of those, they mark it down and they get paid back for it. So they might have already made back the $1.5 billion, but the city pays them on average hundreds of millions of dollars a year for the paid back parking. So we're just losing money. And this was all because the city needed a loan. That's wild. This is the worst loan ever. It's crazy. But yeah. All they're doing is towing my car over.
Someone
loan
sharked the whole city.
And that is why you see all these people out here with these fucking vests on writing these tickets. That's why you see these tow trucks towing away cars. They need every freaking dollar.
Damn, dude.
Absurd. That's also why they're so mad when you park there, because it's the city is going to get taxed for your car taking up a spot that's supposed to be paid. And all of the meters before they bought them were 25 cents across the entire city.
No, I know. They
didn't even have a fucking
quarters.
license. Didn't even have a license.
That's why they took out all the meters.
Didn't even have I wish. I can't even imagine.
I remember that. They used to be everywhere. Every spot along places, they would be one post with two coming off.
I remember it not being a problem when I was a kid, when I would be with my parents, with us parking downtown.
Yeah,
that's That's all I remember.
Facts.
Is that it was never
Facts.
like we drive downtown, we pull up, we just freaking park somewhere.
And they remove like spots and places.
Yep.
And other
Also,
stuff.
the shit with like downtown where like you can't park on like up to like the curb. That was not a thing back in the day.
Yeah.
Like I don't remember that. I remember cars being to like the damn corner, like to the crosswalk type shit. But yeah, like all of that is insane because through our entire driving lives, it's been like parking downtown is ass. Like don't go do it. Like
you got a Spy Hero.
Oh man,
like you have.
I remember when Spy Hero dropped. Shit changed lives.
Yeah.
I was like, I would rather give you $10 than risk this ticket.
Yeah. Foresight. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. You have to have that. Though.
Yeah. If I had foresight, dude, I would have been like, hey, friends, let's just get some money together and buy a parking garage.
Yeah.
Just one. It'll make itself back in a week. Like, bro, downtown is crazy what they're charging. Like 20 an hour? An hour for housing my vehicle?
Where's an empty lot we can build a parking garage in?
You really think that there's empty lots left?
There's one somewhere.
You could buy one off somebody.
Yeah.
That's what you have to do right now.
No, someone owns the empty lot. Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, I don't think it's empty. I think we could buy a parking. I think like one of these parking companies, you could probably go up to them and make an offer on a parking company.
We could find a lot somewhere that is either condemned or something.
Okay. I feel like if you find it, let's find the capital. Like, bro, we can get investors. Like, the fuck?
So if we find, that might be the more expensive way because then we got to build the parking garage.
You're right. Well, I mean, you could definitely still make money passively off actually making it a lot
first.
Then
we could build the parking garage.
Then use the money to make it like add levels.
We could make it like beautiful. People want to park there.
That's crazy.
Electric charging stalls on the top 2 floors. Cost double anywhere else, but
Bro, this is the crazy. That's insane. To shark them before you even build it is crazy. You're like, it's gonna be double. I'm just telling you off real. You're getting taxed.
Wait till you see the view.
Wait till you.
It's gonna be
sit up there while the charges.
Not even, dude. We charge them double, but you make a little lounge where it's like, bring your laptop. Bring your laptop.
It's
and it's like got security or some shit. But the crazier part, so if we do it by places that have businesses, there's an outdated law that is still in effect about businesses having to have a certain number of parking spots that literally was just made up. Like there's no math behind it whatsoever. So if you do it next to a business, you can sell a business some of the parking spots because they have to have a certain number of them. So if a business opened up, you just go, hey, you need how many parking spots for your business? We'll validate this many per day.
Yeah.
And then, bro, come with the money. Money. If I had foresight,
I
wish I could go back in time and tell my father when he was 25 years old, put every dollar you have into downtown Chicago parking. Buy whatever you can right now.
Legit.
Bro, I would have had a different childhood. Like, it would have been crazy. By 2009, we would have been so up, it would have been crazy.
Conglomerate.
Bro, would have been insane. We would have Jones parking. You would have seen that shit everywhere. We would have been out here, bro. Like, I'm mad. If you had a time machine, you could do what you want. This is what I would do. I want all the parking money.
Yeah.
Facts.
No.
Oh my God.
That's a steal. I've thought about going back to the past and just handing my dad an iPhone. That would be pretty fun.
But can you reverse engineer it? Like, what's the goal of the iPhone?
Yeah. Also, like,
that's fair.
It's gonna die.
That's fair. Why is it gonna die?
No, he can still connect to the internet. I mean, I'm assuming you're going to give him a charger. I assumed he was giving his pops a charger, man.
Internet's not out yet.
Okay, fine.
Wait, that's what you're hooked up
I'm giving him a charger. This is before electricity.
Yeah, they got.
Okay, he's not that old.
Battery dies.
He's not that old.
Figure out how to change the world.
Okay, no, fair.
He gets a charger.
Also, he has a lightning iPhone. How many years back are you going? Like, I mean, if we go to high school, that's a lightning iPhone. Are you going back to like him in college? You're gonna hand him this shit?
Yeah, like early.
Oh, he's like 18. You're just gonna be like, figure out something to fucking change the world with this thing.
Yeah, maybe. Or go back with like $10,000 cash and be like, when you hear the name Apple, buy stock.
It's like, no, I wouldn't even do that. I'd say buy all the stock.
Wait, no, it would be gone. It would be gone. That would have to be the day before the IPO.
I was about to say, what you need to do is you need to like have them buy when Apple was declining right before Steve Jobs came back. And just be like, hold on to this until you hear the name iPhone. Like literally that day, do whatever the fuck you want. Or hold on to it longer.
Hold on to it for the 12 years after that.
I feel like, I would love to know what the price is if you would have bought right before Steve Jobs got back and then sold at iPhone, like the iPhone announcement. I'm sure that is, it's got to be 10x. It's got to be enough to be like, I don't have to work for the rest of my life. Like, I can't imagine that's small. If you put in like I want to go back and tell everything. Put everything you are going to retire with. Yeah. Like, just put all of it in there. Yeah. Cash it all out right now. Like, oh.
Well, so that's the whole thing, right? Honestly, do you just take all your savings and bet on companies?
Yeah, because
that's such a bad gamble. Hold on, that's such a bad gamble. That's all it is.
I think that it is insane to just essentially use time travel for money. But at the same, we live in fucking capitalism. Hey, and if this is the game, if this is the game,
honestly, that's what rich people do. They just throw money in like random stuff.
Actually, aside from time travel,
does my time travel also have teleportation, like spatial or just forward?
It is just forward and back.
Okay, well. Okay.
I feel like once you add in spatial, you got to say that there's branch realities, and you can come back to something crazy. If it's just forward and back, all you got to do is worry about the one choice.
Realities, because like what? Not like I can move over while going back in time, but I could go from Earth to the moon.
No, see, that's
the same time.
No. You got a lot going on there.
It's just like I'm on the
moon. I think you're asking for a lot from this.
I feel like that's multiple powers.
I really think we jumped. Hold up.
No. To be fair, if you're time traveling, like there's some element of breaking the molecules of your body up and shifting them into a different space-time. So it's not entirely like... It would have to be in some way a similar type of thing you could do. I'm assuming one will be developed before the other. So the second one.
You're right, but the thing, I feel like just putting them both in the hypothetical adds a lot.
You can't have both powers,
Bobby. But then I could be like, well, I'll just go get an asteroid diamond. Like a giant, like, I don't know, like football-sized diamond from an asteroid.
You could also just be like, yo, Pops, go buy the land that they discovered like some dinosaurs on or some oil.
Maybe just land.
I mean, land... land and stocks are the only we live in America. I fucking hate it, but it's like that's literally like
legit it.
If we're going back, it's like Pops buy good land.
And get some stock.
Invest the money.
We need 10 ranches in Wyoming.
Nothing else will matter over generations.
Why would you like? You would just do
that's so Kanye. That was just that was such a Kanye answer.
Just do like Chicago suburbs. Like just get a bunch of land.
He's building his own town out there. He's building his own bottom.
A legit village.
His own bottomland in the middle of Wyoming.
Wild.
You don't know about this?
No, I would just hire someone to farm them. Not building a town.
To farm them.
You don't want to go Walt Disney on them?
No, it's gonna be like we're gonna have drones and self-driving tractors. Like this is gonna be a fully working giant ranch, and it's just gonna make money.
Okay.
I
don't see. I want to get my whole family away from labor.
Do I still have my 1.5 billion that I made? Can I like evolve that from Apple?
I feel like you got to just return to the current present. So like,
well, no, but when I return to the present,
it's whatever the fuck happened. So if your pops gambled it away, anything could have happened.
Well, he didn't gamble it away, but what if I don't exist?
You might have fucked up.
Hey,
you got a point. You got a point.
That shouldn't be on the internet.
Pops might have pulled that money out a few years sooner than you thought. And he was like, hey, I'm out here acting different.
No.
Like,
so
you go in the future and you slowly disappearing.
Yeah,
you're right.
That's like the premise of every time travel.
Fuck it all. I'm only going back to when my father had children because I need you to have some responsibilities. I need you to already love me.
Yeah,
I can't be a hypothetical.
Yeah,
because think about it right now. No, think about it right now.
That's not so much what I'm worried about. But like, what if it's different timing or whatever? Like, it's not you. You're only born at that time.
You're right. But here's my thing about it though. Like, how do I phrase this that doesn't make me sound crazy? All of it makes me sound crazy. Never mind. Fuck it. But either way, like I feel
for the moon.
I feel like if right now my future child came back and told me, hey, do this, and make sure you do this or I'm not born, I don't know how much I care about that last part. I don't really know you. There's no connection yet.
That is a little wild.
I said there was no way for it not to be wild. Okay, so you're telling me right now, your future kid walks through the door and they say, put money on this, put money on that, do this, and on this day, make sure you and this person are together to make sure you have me. is the most important thing on that. First of all, I'm testing out the first two. You test out the first two things he said, and they work. And
first of all,
and they work.
This is all assuming I don't forget it in 3 hours.
You're in 3, Bobby. If somebody right now, Bobby. First of all,
well, I wouldn't believe he's my son.
I was first exactly. That's why I said first of all,
unless I saw the portal.
Somebody walked in the door right now. I'm talking like door unlocks.
Yes. So chances are, I think it's some crazy fucking lunatic.
Yeah.
Don't remember any of it in 20 minutes. Never do any of it.
There's no way
unless
I'm forgetting
it works on it.
That's my thing. So this is so look. So this is what they say.
You gotta write it down. Maybe if it's in here, we could pull the recording.
That's crazy. Because they wouldn't do it.
You would like think about it at least.
But either way,
well,
what
I'd
I'm
have
saying,
to say
what I'm saying is you're already writing that person off. But let's say,
I'm not writing them off at all.
You just said you're going to think you're a lunatic and you're going to forget it in 20 minutes.
Well, I'm not going to forget the experience, but I'm probably going to forget some element of the instruction.
I'm not going to forget the instructions.
There's other things going on in my brain. If this happens, then remember everything you say at one time. That's not going to happen.
I'm going to remember every freaking word. I'm going to remember. I know I'm going to.
No. See, I see
I'm
where
going to
Bobby's
think about this every moment.
I'm processing my lunatic child from the
no, exactly.
I don't think you're considering this.
No, because in the moment you're thinking about that rather than everything else.
Okay,
I'm thinking, is this person dangerous? What's going to happen?
Like,
I'll give you that, but at the same time, if they came in here and they just told me like 5 stock tickers and then dates next to them, I'm going to remember all of them. I'm going to remember all of them because I would then
just say one word and do it.
This is the thing.
If it was like 30 minutes, you wouldn't leave. You just kept saying it. You kept telling me shit about myself.
Of course, you're going to remember it under repetition of 30 minutes. If I sit here and say anything to you for 30 minutes, you're never going to forget it.
Never's a strong word there.
If I looked you in the face for 30 minutes straight and never stopped repeating something, it would probably haunt you for life.
There's a chance.
That's actually
I see
a long
where you're
time.
coming from. Are we holding eye contact?
I would assume so.
Oh God.
I'm assuming
you might be haunted too.
You might be haunted.
They're just gonna go like Apple March 2033. Apple March.
Keep going.
No, but either way, like I would remember this entire interaction. I would try out probably the first few things they said, and if those work out, I would go, "Damn, that was probably my kid." And then I would be very perplexed about being like, "But should they live? And if they don't live, do I still get that information?" Because I just want to see what the fuck happens. Now I want to see how time travel really
Do you
works.
want to know what would happen if we go in under the presumption that I just believe them flat out? They are my kid.
I mean, I don't know why you would, but like, I mean,
the only way I'm remembering this the very first time they say this is if they walk in and I'm like, "Yes, you're my child." Yeah,
well, I mean, we've had this conversation on the internet, so I feel like it's like one of those
even
things where
after
maybe in
this
the
conversation,
future, some random person just comes up
what
to
if
you
I'm
and tries
famous
this.
and this homeless guy is trying to get money out of me?
I mean, well, like if they asked for money, then I would 100% go, "Okay, get the fuck out of my face." Like, I'm not remembering anything.
Right.
What if he's like,
remember it.
What if he's like, "I told you all this, but I just need 25 cents to hop on the bus."
A quarter? I got you.
Yeah,
I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you believe everything they said before that?
If you only ask for a quarter,
that doesn't defraud any of it. Doesn't pull any of it back.
Because you only ask for a quarter.
Max dollar.
Yeah, I think
anything more than $1.
Actually,
it's
no,
like,
honestly, if they went like, "Give me 5," I'd be like,
yeah, okay.
I'd be like, that's a weird, like, I don't feel like you're trying to extort me. And if anything, this is a funny story, and that's why I won't forget it. Like, if I give you the $5, now I'll remember the words.
Thank you for entertaining
What if they're like,
it's like, if anything, this is just a nice street performance.
Yeah, exactly.
if it's an exact value, is it weirder? So
Fine,
if they're like,
give me $5.73 right now.
I was thinking $7.50, but okay.
Oh damn! Okay, I was getting weirder.
Yeah,
I was going down to like I was gonna. I was like, honestly, I might start looking for pennies. Like I'd be like, hold on, this is weird. I got you. Like
they're like, I need $7.50 to get home. Yeah, and I can't tell you why, but
$7.50 is actually my cutoff because $7.50 don't seem bad.
Yeah, $7.50 is like all right.
Because no one knows what a 7 is.
Seven is a random number. I've been saying that my whole life. 7 is a random fucking number. Facts. You can't gauge 7. Facts. It's just weird. So yeah, if you ask me for 7, it's cool.
Yeah, fuck
cool.
it. Yeah.
If I show you 7 things, you think you'd guess 6 or 8?
Probably. I feel like my gut never says 7 about anything. That's why when I'm lying to people, I say I'm 7 minutes away.
Facts.
Because it's like you don't know where the fuck I'm at.
Yeah.
But yeah. 9 times out of 10, but you can't be like 14 minutes. You can't be double 7s. You know what I'm saying?
You can start a timer.
I mean, yeah, if somebody starts a timer on me, it's like, fuck it. But, like, I don't care. I feel like... Also, I generally put, like, about in all of the times I go with now. I'm like, I'll be there in about 10, about 20.
About 10-ish.
Yeah,
10-ish.
nah, because there's no
70.
way. There's no way. Like, I don't trust... don't trust any time. Like,
Can you judge 70 minutes?
No.
Fuck no. What can you do in 70 minutes right now?
Go home.
Damn, that's sad. That's sad as shit. Like that's a long ass drive.
Yeah, that's about it. That's like,
I have nothing. I don't know. I can't think of anything that takes 70 minutes.
Fun
but like
bullet trains.
Actually, bullet trains would be pretty cool.
You could get home in 30 minutes.
I mean, you could just move.
That part he can.
that part.
I'm not saying he can. I'm trying to solve a different problem.
Is that the Franks? What did he say in there?
Johnny D.
I can't read that far.
Yeah, there's no way.
Missed you
last week. Yeah, no, I haven't been on in like 2 or 3 weeks. I was about to say I was out of town.
Yeah.
And then I moved. Oh my god, life is life. I was about to say several things have happened since the last time I was on this show.
Yeah.
Fuck, I had another point to make about what was the topic we were just talking about. We branched off somewhere. Oh fuck, it was the time travel.
Yeah,
time travel.
No, we were way past that.
We were. Fuck,
I thought we were.
Doesn't even matter anymore.
Oh god, we were so far past time travel.
Your kid showing up. Someone.
Yeah, the kids showing up.
The kids showing up.
Stuff.
Yeah,
but
no,
we
it was
were
after
like
that.
right past the kids.
It's gone. It's gone. It's gone. It's gone. I hope no one was watching.
Anyone want to run it back?
No. I hope no one was
exclusively
exclusively hanging on to the end of that because it's not getting wrapped up.
I had another point too, though. Like,
that's what I'm saying. It was like we were not ready to wrap that, but we branched and it's not coming back.
The comment just threw us off.
It did. It did.
So, discussion topic. How do you guys feel about AI taking over farming?
That's what? I haven't thought about it, but I mean, fuck it.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be like just robots out running the whole countryside.
I mean, like we created machines to replace people doing it with animals. You know, it's like I feel like it's a natural progression. I don't know if it's for the good or for worse, but it's like it's natural. Like I feel like
I'm not surprised by it.
Yeah, it makes more sense than like trying to do more things that I feel like should be relegated towards humans, where it's like that's not even like a process where you're picking a good versus a bad crop. Like this is just like the overall process that is menial work anyway. I'd argue they probably have like how much work does a John Deere do versus a person? You know what I'm saying? So it's almost like it's a lot of computer involved in how they're already doing it.
So the whole problem with this AI thing, I think, that we're seeing is it's gonna start taking jobs.
Yeah.
And while we can now figure out how to have AI do jobs for us, that's then going to lead to millions of people who are doing not the most complex jobs no longer working.
I do feel like...
So we need to figure out a way to find other work or service.
Yeah, definitely finding other service is where I feel we should probably be like putting energy, because I don't know, like
I think robots should run the whole world and money shouldn't exist.
I mean, I'm kind of in the I kind of feel you.
Robots do everything that no one likes, and we just have a good time.
Yeah, we just vibe.
Type shit, like super Wall-E type dystopia utopia energy,
but better because we're not in space.
But better,
exactly.
I feel you, and I just always think to how
and there's garbage rats because they're AI.
Garbage rats is insane.
Oh, sorry, robot rats.
Okay, got it. Robot garbage rats.
There are garbage rats right now. Robot rats.
Okay, they're gonna replace those.
Yeah, you remember that plan?
Yeah,
I brought that back up like last week too.
Yeah.
I'm glad that was making resurgence.
What wasn't it? Oh no, I was.
I don't know if it was on live or
at some point.
I have no clue.
It definitely came up somewhere, but
I definitely just think that like. I think we will always invent more jobs. Like, I feel like we always have this scare in every single generation, probably more than once a generation, where we go, this is going to replace these jobs. And it's like, more jobs get created.
Yeah,
you know that, like, new industries can create new jobs.
I think, I think that people will just turn into just, like, translators. So it'll be like, all right, you know how to farm. How do you teach the robot how to farm? So it's like, how do you perfect
it does make it makes the pool of people smaller, but also you got to keep in mind that I don't think a lot of people who would develop the technology would even care about those people. I don't think it's going to
be that. It'll be trained before it leaves the factory. Why would you sell a robot?
It'll be trained with what they consider to be best practices.
How to do a field, you know?
No, facts.
Like, I feel like that's a lawsuit waiting to happen. It's like, get grass and then it just punches someone in the chest. Yeah.
I feel you. I think that like new things create new things. Like I feel like there's always another way to do something. It just will be harder or more difficult to find out. Meaning that like if we do replace those jobs and people, there will be something else to be done. We just don't know what it is yet.
Yeah. Well, but the whole trend is increasing efficiency. So say you have a farm, right?
It's increasing efficiency and profit at the same time.
So you have a farm, right? You start off all hand workers, it's 1 acre, okay? All hand workers. You have 10 people to run that 1 acre, doing it entirely by hand, planting, prepping, everything, watering, all by hand. Okay, maybe you have a couple sprinklers. That's not... Watering would be a lot to do.
Okay, Bobby.
Yes, okay, you don't have to die. Let's go. I understood that no one was watering by hand.
But anyway, working it all by hand. You have 10 workers doing this every day of the week for the entire growing season. You get one tractor, those workers go down to maybe 2 for the entire season to help pick or clean up once you have everything and store it in containers or however you clean up at the end of the season. But even that, it's not consistent work through the season. Now you don't even need the guy driving the tractor. So it's just all taking, every time there's a step, there's less and less people needed. And like, you're right. Like new industries create new jobs, but that new job's already going to have an AI assistant because it can be developed in like a week and it'll just work then. Like if we're assuming this is pretty figured out if heavy machinery is driving around by itself, but
human error would just go away.
Well, yeah. So like, what else would we not want us to do?
Well, so I think
like then when human error goes away and we're like do everything, that's when the robots kill us.
But also it's like this is a big like you can't have your cake and eat it too though, because it's like if you want to participate in capitalism, which is what the only thing you're pretty much incentivized to do here, you need to increase that efficiency under the guise of firing those people in this machine costing less than people. Meaning that it's like that's what I was about to say. Like unless we were to change our system of how we make money, the only way to go is to make new jobs and make new industries. Like because it would be better for the people. Like if you instead of buying the tractor, bought more land and hired more people, that's better for people. But that's 100% not better for your pocket. It would be better for your pocket to do another season with that tractor and then use that extra money, buy the extra land, and then the tractor's pay for itself because now you can do 2 acres.
But yes. But eventually there's going to be a tractor that can do both those acres at one time. So you're going to have that shrinkage again. Like that's what I'm saying. Like it's always going to keep reducing the number.
It's inevitable, I guess is what I'm saying. Like I feel like unless we literally change the system of how we're supposed to get money here, it's inevitable that that's going to keep happening. So it's like, I feel like I'm not saying lean into it so much as I'm saying like, we need to work hard on making other jobs for people who have skill sets like that.
Set the value of all currency to 0.
Well, I mean, like if we were to be able to
would burn.
If we were to, like I'm not saying it like that, but like how you were saying it,
there would be kings, we'd be plunged
if all food was taken care of throughout the world in the sense that like all of the farming could be done by computers and we ensured that everyone could have the food they wanted and not in access, but like if you wanted an access, you would obviously have to pay for it. But like the baseline of everything could be provided through that and no one was doing that work. I honestly think that would be enough to create more industries because people would be like, oh, I don't have to think about something like food. Like, I feel like that opens up brains to think about different things or try different things. Like, whereas like the need for certain basic necessities like housing or food are gonna make it so that like the people who got fired from there, they're not getting free food because they got fired. Like, you know, like whereas if they got fired, but like it was like, yeah, but like you'll be taken care of in this way, then you just have to find a way to take care of yourself in another way. That would be better. But like, I don't know. Am I leaning towards communism? Maybe. Like, is that what that statement kind of sounded like? A little bit. That's fucked up. No way. I would hate to throw up every single day.
You're not impinging upon anyone's land, and no one owns all the air.
It's just like 4 a.m. just random like gust of wind. Just fucks you up.
I mean, a house hanging from a giant balloon is gonna be pretty stable in the air, dude.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Oh yeah.
A hot air balloon?
As things get more mass, it's harder. They
But like,
no.
are you thinking about when storms happen? Like, you know that like storms.
Well, you got a plan.
What?
You got a plan, obviously.
So no.
So like you're just gonna run away from storms?
Yes.
You just have to. You have to run your
Catch a
home.
bow wave.
I am seeing so many people dying. Like you wake up in the middle of the night because you accidentally, like, you thought you had a little more time on the radar, and your house is you're getting fucking Wizard of Oz away from your fucking
it
home.
might survive a tornado, but like.
No!
You like wake up in the middle of a cloud.
Like, I don't know if it would rip it out of the air.
I think it would rip the fucking balloon up.
The debris would be the problem. It's not the wind speed, you know?
It's not the wind, Bobby. Okay. I want you to imagine laying in your bed in your home right now, and then your home getting whipped around by the wind speed.
Exactly.
Would you survive with everything in your house flying around, or are we assuming that there's just a plan for this and everything's bolted? Because it's just like, I feel like a rogue iPhone could catch you in the forehead.
Bobby,
like,
even a boat.
Even boats. Like, I feel like a rogue anything could take you out on a boat here. Yeah. Like a rogue something just flying
I the only
up.
One who likes boats?
Storm, boat, living. That is the problem here. It's not the boat. It's living on it and a storm.
It's the same thing as the hot air balloon. You run away from the storm.
I don't think I want to
international waters.
I don't think I want to spend my life just continually running away from storms.
Legit. Like,
it doesn't have to be continually. You can dock every once in a while.
John said, and I don't see you convincing landowners to hire more instead of AI. That was from the previous conversation.
Yeah,
they're not
pay
going to.
$300 for an AI.
Well, it's just like, dude, like capitalism is like capitalism says you got to make more money next year than you did the year before, and if you have to do that every year, you're gonna fuck over somebody.
Yeah.
Like, I cannot imagine that line always working without you fucking over someone.
Yeah.
It just doesn't. Like, that's, I don't know. I have so many problems thinking you can make ethical millions. Because it's like, you have to, somebody has to get cut. Where you're like, thanks for being a great employee, but I need money. Like, and it's like, this is what we live in. Like, I don't know. It's trash. Very trash. Like, but yeah.
Yep.
Those people will definitely like, I don't know, but also how many jobs are being done by hand? I would love to know that in the farm industry right now versus like, of course, like the heyday.
It was an example more so because like tractors are a thing already and they got
of course,
but
what you're saying happened. What you're saying definitely was a time period where like, somebody came to work the next day and there was a fucking tractor.
I don't think like factories that still have hand workers on an assembly line and stuff like that. Like that's definitely.
But are those people being paid fairly, or are they like being treated poorly, or even in worse conditions, and such as like Amazon workers, where it's like some of these industries damn near need to be saved so that people don't die.
Well, that's
but like at the same time, these people still need jobs so they don't die too. So it's like a crazy thing. Yeah. Capitalism is fucking scary, dude. How do we say this was the best one? I don't know the other options, but I'm just. It's scary. Did you see something like move across the light there too, or was it?
Okay, no, I looked at the comment.
Cool. I was just me. Never mind. No, don't look up. Okay. I'm tweaking. It was me.
Okay, I'm good.
Shit, I actually had two topics that I put down, but we kind of like just kept going.
Yeah. Do you want to?
Yeah, I mean, one of them was I wanted you all's opinion because this was something I wanted to bring up while I wasn't here. Watcher, the channel that does like Ghost Files and all of that shit, they started a streaming service. And it was like $7 a month. And they said they were taking everything off YouTube. People were mad about it. So they had to make like a backtrack video saying, hey, we're going to put it on YouTube. We're just going to put it a month early over here. And they obviously sunk a lot of money into this. And it's like the response was terrible. Try Guys this morning announced, hey, we're doing a streaming service. And I'm just like, this like, did you not see how it went 2 weeks ago? But they're like, we're not taking anything off YouTube. We're just making extra stuff for it. How do you all see yourselves?
Called the Patreon.
Well, of course, they already have Patreon. Both of these people, that's what I was, let me dive in, because both these people already have Patreons. Both of these companies already have Patreons.
Is that all lucrative? The same content?
Very lucrative. No, because they're making another content. Both of these have very lucrative Patreons. And aside from this, they are starting streaming services. And I'm just like, I feel like everybody's about to try this right now.
Yeah.
And it's actually insane because I can't see myself paying for separate streaming services for YouTube channels.
No.
And I think this is going to crash and burn.
Yeah.
But I wanted to know like what you guys were thinking about it, because these are like two heavy-hitting YouTube channels. They come from the BuzzFeed world. Usually people from the BuzzFeed world are leading the charge on YouTube and what's going to happen next.
Yeah,
like they've set the tone for the internet for the last 10 years.
Yeah.
So like, do you think, I don't know, like is this the one where it's like everybody's going to branch off?
It's going to be like merch. Remember when every YouTuber had merch?
Yeah.
Every YouTuber still has merch.
Yeah,
you're
but
right.
It's not as much
anymore. It's not as much as the Logan Paul era where the motherfucker made a shirt every 2 days.
It was wild.
I would love to know his bottom line for how much money he made on merch between the years of 2013 to 2019.
Legit.
Enough to fight Mike Tyson.
Enough to fund mansions. Enough to bounce back off a terrible YouTube video doing disrespectful shit in a forest. Like
that too.
That's how much money he was making.
Isn't that his brother?
Whichever one. Both of them were selling equal amounts of merch and dropping terrible songs.
Yeah.
I can't even imagine. Like,
no, Jake's the boxer. Jake's the one who's.
You know what's crazy? Both of them could be standing in front of me, and I don't even think I know them.
I don't know if I.
I feel like their faces change when they get older.
I wouldn't know which one's name is which.
Yeah,
but I know you could. I would be like, you're the not like horrible one, and you're the scumbag.
You're the scumbag.
That might be horrible. I might catch some hate for that at some point.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think you're gonna catch any hate for hating on the most hated people ever. Like, there's no way. I mean, if you do, like, I will catch loads of flack. Like, I could never hear from them again and be very happy. But that's a channel where it's like, if it was removed from the internet would be a better place.
Yeah.
So, well, speaking of
we were talking
the Pauls.
This is crazy. Where are you going?
The fight. The media tour has started.
Yes.
Mike Tyson is saying some wild things in interviews.
I haven't seen any of it.
Wild things in interviews.
No, see, Jake is trying to like fuck with them. If there's one person you don't fuck with, you don't want to wake up Mike Tyson.
No.
Wake up Mike Tyson is an insane sentence, but I know what you mean.
Like Mike Tyson
he's crazy.
Is doing all these interviews shirtless. He looks 20.
Mike Tyson was crazy back in the day, though. Yeah. Like, this doesn't surprise me. He bit a dude's ear off.
Yeah.
Bit a dude's ear.
Is Paul losing an ear?
No. Dude, no, Jake Paul's gonna die.
I feel like, but also, like,
do you think the contract says you cannot eat his ear?
I was about to say, if he loses an ear, I would hate it because he would, like, it would propel him in the media.
It would.
And I would hate
you guys know.
I would hate everything about it. Like,
you guys know his edibles, right?
Yeah, he's got
like
edibles
Mike Tyson
that are bitten
ear.
Yeah, Mike Tyson has edibles that are bitten ear.
Are they?
Yeah, it's just like an ear bitten off. Called, like,
he's got a whole line of like
Tyson
raps for weed and everything.
Yeah, he's got a bunch of shit.
It's ridiculous. Wild. Mike Tyson's going insane out here. Like, he's making money. His podcast was good too. Does he still do that shit?
Yeah.
I haven't seen that shit in a hot minute. Yeah.
Hotboxing.
He literally just gets high with random people.
Yeah.
And it's like, bro, I've never seen somebody more in shape than him. It is actually insane.
Yeah, dude.
I don't know. I don't want to watch that fight, but I want to see the highlights.
I want to watch it.
I'm gonna watch it. Hey, let's do a live view.
And fucked up the mic.
That was loud in here.
I'm sorry. Sorry to everyone at home for that.
I heard it.
You're muted if you want to fix it real quick.
I mean, there's no point of fixing it. It's
don't
fine.
push.
Wrong way.
Pull. And don't hit the button.
Yeah.
Just pull and don't hit the button.
I was about to say, as long as we're still getting it.
Yeah, we're good. No, we are not.
Mute him really quick. While I'm fixing the mic, the only person who I've seen successfully run all three together, the Patreon, the YouTube channel, and a streaming service, is Kev on Stage. Kev on Stage did it.
He has a streaming service?
Yeah, he has a streaming service, but the only reason why his streaming service is still working is because he sold one of his streaming service shows to BET.
Yeah.
So it's like he sold it to another streaming service.
Yeah.
And he's like, that's the only, like, that made him enough money. And it's like, he also has his own actual studio that he rents out to other people. And I'm like, this only, you can unmute Ananya now. This only works for him because he has so many different streams and everything is priced reasonably, unlike all these other people. So I'm a member of his Patreon. I pay $3.20 a month after tax. for Patreon. That's cheap as fuck. On there, I get to see the behind the scenes of all the shoots that happen for the actual streaming service. Yeah. I get 2 podcasts, so that's extra shows, and all the podcasts live as they're shooting. Yeah. So, and I really like his podcast. So I get all that there. My sister pays for the streaming service, which I think is like $5 a month. And on there, she gets all the shows, all the podcasts are also up there, but it's only like the actual finished, polished ones, not the live ones. Mm-hmm. And then the cut-up shows of what I can only see the behind the scenes of. And it's like, that's a great duality. Yeah. And then on his main YouTube, he's never changed the content. You still get all the same podcasts over there. You get the same content. And then he started adding more shit. So he added 2 more podcasts over there that are just for regular free YouTube. Mm-hmm. And it's like, this is the only way this man has 4 different streams of revenue going. And it's like all these other people are like trying to put all of their eggs into one basket. And I think that like more people need to follow that path instead of what it seems like these BuzzFeed, post-BuzzFeed creators are trying to now do in this world.
So it's a totally different vein. But I think there are, like, Linus did it with different things.
Oh, yeah. Linus, I was going to say, he has the everything. Channel. Yeah.
He has essentially a production company. Not like video production, like industrial production, and like a full web front and store with its own products. He has a brand, both clothing and merchandise. He has Floatplane streaming service, but really more creator platform. Like it is what Patreon is in a different way.
I was about to say, and it's supposed to be niche, so it's like it seems like it's not overbearing itself like some of these other ones are, where it's like you're not Netflix. Don't be Netflix. Be what the people on the platform want it to be. Yeah. Like that has such good reception, and I've never used it. Like I only hear people say good things about Floatplane.
Yeah,
but what else does he have? He has more shit too. Because I mean, in this, he drops so much fucking free content
channels.
Too. Yeah, I was about to say
they got 8 channels on YouTube or something.
Yeah. The amount of content that they drop that is also just available to anyone for free. On top of that,
and all their stuff on Floatplane is like. For their Floatplane channels is like additional content.
I feel like
behind the scenes and stuff.
If you ain't willing to do all of that, it's not going to like you can't just say, okay, we're just going to stop. We're going to take our fans right now and go to one streaming service. It's not going to work.
No, 100%.
Like literally, if you're not willing to do 17 jobs like Linus or like Kev on stage, this shit don't work. Like you have to become the whole Hollywood inside of your own home.
Because it's like, why am I paying you now? Like, give
there
me
has
a
to be justification for payment. Yeah, I definitely because like I support Kevin on Stage with that $3 because it's like, dude, like your content is something that like I see as inspirational. I've been watching it since it was free for so long. This is almost like it's more like a donation,
right?
It's almost like I don't even really need the content type thing. Like so, and like for that to be a tier that can be offered is dope. To get something back from. Whereas all these other ones, I feel like you want me to fund everything you do. I don't feel like I'm helping. I feel like I'm required to do this or your content doesn't come out. And it's like, whoa, that's crazy. Oh, it's weird. It's weird. Yeah. But that shit has me just thinking about paywalls and content where I'm just like, what the fuck are we doing? Like, Patreon is not taking a lot of money. So why the fuck is it not enough for all of you?
For the other YouTubers, they need to realize you can't take something that was free and then charge for it.
You can't, G.
People don't go for it. It just automatically feels like a ripoff.
Yeah.
Rodrigo said 85 South Show has one too. I'm sorry.
No, facts.
They have a streaming service. Yep. But like
they doing.
I mean, theirs is supposed to be niche. It's for who it's for. And they still drop more content on their main page. They have like 4 more shows. They picked up other people's podcasts, and they're still dropping exclusive content over here. If you want to watch Carlos work on old school cars, you can't see that shit on YouTube. That's only on their streaming service. And it's a good show. I watched it when I had my trial. But like, it wasn't enough for me to stay over there when I could still get the episodes over here. But they took all their live shows off YouTube that they were getting millions of views on a week, and those are only available on the app. So if you were one of those fans, you pay for the app. So that's what keeps people on there. You essentially get 3 comedy shows a month. Like you can't beat that. Like that's worth. I think it's literally $88.50. Like to stay like true to the 85 South thing.
Okay.
So which I mean, like I don't know, like that makes sense. I don't know. Once again, these are the people where I feel like they're making sense because they're not saying fuck like the free thing we were giving you. Like they're like, no, here's the free thing, but this is the paid thing.
But it's also like it's free to us, but they also get paid for it.
Yeah.
Like, they are taking away their own stream of revenue as well.
I'll give them that for the live shows, but like, I feel like they were, in my opinion, being too generous by giving as many live shows as they did. Yeah. With their podcast also like does very good numbers. So it's like the In the Trap podcast was good enough to work on its own to the point where it's like, if they should have charged a fee the same way. Like, I've watched a lot of comedians who charge a fee to like watch their Moment House like comedy show. They could have did that once a week for $5. And I think that probably is what they should have been doing, but they created a fan base off dropping them for free. Yeah. And they didn't take any of the old ones down. Yeah. That's what I'm tired of a lot of YouTubers doing right now. Where they're like,
we're getting old videos.
Yes, bro. Right. It's fucking crazy. Like, that's what Watcher was talking about. They were like, we're going to archive the old content. And it's like, are you serious right now? So I can't go watch a video that I've already watched and given you revenue for numerous times because it's like one of my favorite pieces of content you've made. And you want me to now pay you on a monthly basis to see it. That's trash. Bro, they were getting dragged. Reddit was great for a few days. I love when people get dragged on Reddit. As long
Reddit's been dragging a lot of companies. People are mad at companies.
Reddit has been great. Smosh is the only company that didn't do it, and everybody thought people were going to follow the Smosh route. They just started the YouTube the YouTube member thing. They completely dove into that. So they were like, stay on the platform, just pay us if you want to through here.
Yeah, I think we're going to see like a lot of monopoly busting go on here for a little bit.
Ooh, man, that would be interesting. I mean, we live in a time period like that, though. Like, it's big Standard Oil Rockefeller energy around this bitch.
No, it is. And it's Apple, Microsoft, Google. They're already knee-deep in Google.
Yeah, Google is getting scary.
They're knee-deep in Google. Apple just lost like a full handful of lawsuits with the FTC. I think they're coming back for more, and now Microsoft needs to be gone after. Microsoft is adding wild things to Windows.
I was about to say, I think if anything, I feel like they're going to try to go after Microsoft. And this is just crazy wild speculation corner, tinfoil hat. But like, I think they're going to try to go after Microsoft. And if they can break Microsoft up, they're going for Apple right after. And Apple might just break down the walled garden slowly to keep as much as they can. Yeah. Like, I feel like Apple would be willing to be like, we are just a phone and computer company, and be like, we'll sell off headphones. We'll sell. Like, I think they would parcel off the shit out of that company before they let
keep iPhone and Mac.
Like, there's no way they would like let people like, because think about it, if they had to break up Apple right now in a perfect world, like they open the doors tomorrow and Apple has no chance to say anything, the perfect thing to do would actually be iPhone is its own company. iPhone should not exist with a company that has so many other things it can do. That's scary. Because like tying your phone, your computer, your wallet, like it's a lot of things. Because I mean, like, I'm a person who has everything. I got the card, I got the watch. Once you break it down, you're like, ooh, I'm giving you a lot of my life. And if you just break the iPhone off of that and you make them have like a separate company for their payment accepting, for their like stores and things like that, that would separate all of it perfectly. I think that would actually help the world a little bit, but I don't think they're gonna, like, Apple's not gonna let that happen. They're not letting go of that.
I mean, they might not have a choice. I knocked this pillow.
Not say that part again in front of the mic.
Yeah, I was like, I'm trying, but I see how far away I am over here. It's not really translating.
I think.
So, I think they will.
That is how they get you.
They will be able to break Apple up.
Really?
I think they're going after some pretty solid stuff here, and they could have got Apple back when they got Microsoft in the early 2000s.
Yeah, but Apple wasn't doing as good. And if they had the foresight, it would have been the best time
Apple's
to do it.
Been unchecked since then. Microsoft was the boogeyman.
Oh, yeah.
No one's really looked at them.
It's because they were so quiet. Look, Apple was low-key quiet about that iPod. Well, they were like, we're low-key just taking over. We're taking everybody's money and we're being quiet about it with this little iPod. They dropped that touch and the phone at the same time. And they were like, we knew y'all. We knew this is what y'all was waiting on. Like,
but their Congress is like, we're going after companies. It took like... Andretti, you know that family, they're a big racing team in the U.S. They're trying to get into F1 and they were denied. Their entry was denied on the presumption that they wouldn't be competitive enough.
That's interesting.
Like predicting the future, like saying you aren't going to be competitive in a short amount of time. And they're building like $1 billion facilities around the world. One of them opened the other week. So they're all mad about this. So they went to a U.S. congressman and was like, hey, they didn't let us in, but the regulations say that we completed the entry, qualified for everything. We were admitted by the FIA, and then we were not given commercial rights. And Congress just wrote, like, the company a letter, the commercial rights holder for F1 a letter. And they're like, yeah, you need to... like it's anti-competitive practices.
That's ridiculous. We live in a scary time. Like the fact that like companies can do that, but then also like the fact that like they have the connections to be able to like go get that shit fixed. Well,
that's a whole mess because there's a commercial rights holder that's separate from the like rules officials. Like the FIA runs the championship, but all the commercial rights are owned by who? You know them. Who? Liberty Media.
That's fucking crazy. Are you serious?
Yeah.
I hate the world, dude. Capitalism sucks. Like, bro, like, there's no chance we will ever get rich. Either, but like, they own so much shit.
I thought you knew.
They own so much shit.
The Las Vegas Grand Prix has Live Nation all over it.
I cannot stand this. Like, do you understand how much money they are making every minute of the day?
Yep.
Like, it's like just while we sit here, they're clearing more money than we will make in a year.
It's like the most massive media company in the world.
Which...
Do they want to hire me to do nothing but watch videos?
Honestly, dude, like they wouldn't even notice you on the books.
I know.
Legit.
And it could be quadruple my salary.
They would not notice you on the books. I guarantee it. Like that's just how crazy that is. Yeah, like we are going to be in a time where people are going to have to get rid of everything.
Well, so
like,
but
because even the companies that own like the restaurant chains,
to be
like,
fair,
dude, it's over.
I think they might have already been looking at Liberty Media before they were asked to sign.
They probably
this letter.
should have. I mean, like when you own like,
every concert venue ever.
I was about to say when you purchased not only the ticketing system but the venues themselves and then made a contract where they only can work in tandem, I fucking think somebody should look at you. But you know, like people have been trying to look at them since fucking Pearl Jam. So like. Crazy. And that's crazy that like literally like this has gone to Congress numerous times and lost that specific merger.
Well, so they're probably gonna go after that.
Maybe F1 is big enough. I was about to say maybe F1 is big enough to get them broke up. Because they bought the commercial rights
much more recently. It was like late 2010s or something.
Okay.
It was like 2017, 2018.
Yeah. That's interesting.
So they bought the commercial rights back then. And so the last time it went to court, they didn't have that. But it also
didn't have the sway or popularity.
No.
Which is like, that's why I'm hoping maybe it's enough to get them to look at everything, open all the books, break it all up, fuck it.
They also, I'm kind of excited, they registered the Chicago Grand Prix trademark and like more and more stuff are coming out that Chicago 2026.
Yeah, I was about to say it was too lucrative for the city. I think that'll be a consistent thing here.
It looks like they might build a temporary part of the circuit on the island south of the planetarium and have them go down there and come back.
That might actually be kind of cool.
That would be like an interesting YouTube video in like 10 years.
I mean, it's just a destroyed runway right now. Like they just destroyed the airport that was there, and now it's just nothing all the way down there.
Years ago.
And wildlife hasn't come back to all of it. Like they're still just place its rock and
well, I mean, I'm pretty sure majority of that portion is man-made where it's like is wildlife even going to come here? Like we're just hoping.
It was man-made for the airfield.
Yeah, exactly.
It was a cool airfield. I wish they hadn't bulldozed it.
Well, I mean, like the shoreline in Chicago used to just be cooler in and of itself when it was actually like in use. Like it used to be actually used for ships and like Navy Pier was active. Like Navy Pier's never been active in our lifetime.
I don't know why the ships went away.
I mean,
trains, trucks,
commercialism.
Airplanes.
Like, do you understand that we were one of the most polluted? Like, we're still badly polluted, but like all of that shit that made the shoreline look cool, the pollution was insane.
Well, yeah, like we don't have coal boats anymore.
You're right, but at the same time, like imagine you're going for a dip in Lake Michigan and you come out and you're covered in like oil. You're covered in boat fuel.
The main problem was coal boats on the river transferring coal into places, and the coal would fall in the water and then create toxic compounds when interacting with other things. this is all now under a layer of topsoil. This is also why that
it's
casino.
Still there.
This is why that casino is not going to happen.
Yeah, because
they'd have to
dig
dredge
it up.
the river,
and it's going to be disgusting. Yeah,
and it would cause a lot of problems.
Because we fuck up as humans continually, putting band-aids on bullet holes.
So that casino, I don't think is getting built. But
I think they'll find a way to build it. I honestly, where there's a will and there is monetary gain for a city, there's a way. Yeah. If we're willing to sell the parking spots here for $1 billion, I think we'll find a way to put a casino here that'll bring returns. Facts. Like, bro, we're losing money everywhere. Man, this episode has come full circle on accident through just Chicago being crazy.
Yep. Crazy Chicago.
Man, why do we live here? This place is insane. Do we have any other topics? How long have we been talking for? What's the vibe?
Well, we were only on still screen for like 4 minutes, so probably like 56 minutes.
Are we almost at an hour?
Well, that's at 1 hour and 1.
Oh, yeah.
Bruh.
Yeah.
I was trying to look at the time on here, but it doesn't tell you the time on YouTube, man. That internal clock just feels an hour.
Yeah.
Just feels an hour out. What is that last comment from John?
Bailey's will have to do then? What were they talking
Bailey's.
about?
There's a casino. Yeah, Bailey's downtown.
Oh. Bally's.
Bally's. That is the name of it.
Sorry, I thought one of those L's might be an I.
Yeah.
I knew what you were talking about, though.
Well, I thought he was talking about Bailey's Irish Cream.
Nah. That casino's like downtown. I've never been inside
Bally's?
of it. Yeah.
It's in, I think it was like a temple or something. It's kind
It
of
looks like a church. It looks like a fucking church.
No,
I have no clue what it is, but it does look like a church.
It was a temple of some sort.
That's crazy.
So it's
I feel like I don't want to go in. I feel like that's
it's very much like biblical in that sense.
I want to do that then. I got to look up the history of that building because
gambling in a church is wild.
I was about to say, like, I don't even, my belief ain't that strong, but I just know not to do ignorant shit. I just feel ignorant.
Exactly.
I don't care whose God it was that feels disrespectful. This could have been a temple of any God, and I just feel like we shouldn't do that. That's wild. If it's really, that's crazy. Like, that's actually insane. It does look mad churchish, though. It's on the street with all the other places that look churchish. Yeah, look it up. Look it up. This is interesting. This is worth figuring out.
Yeah.
While he's figuring that out, read you some of the end stuff. Check out the cool content that we make.
Oh, facts.
Awesome videos over here on the ABJ channel. Some Japanese Kit Kats, some other shit coming soon.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, actually tomorrow. Look at that. You got a video coming on this channel. Hit that bell. Hit that mother effing bell, bro. Yeah. Come on, man. What else? Podcast. Just got some new software that made it so we're actually gonna drop them. So I got hella podcasts coming.
Yep.
Also, I have a second channel that I'm gonna start shit posting to. More to come on that later. I'll tell you all where to find that. But like, I was trying to
the Medina Temple building.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
that's a religious word, isn't it? Medina. I feel like that's a religious word.
I don't know what it means.
I don't know what it means either.
Medina's a city.
Is it? I don't know. I was about to say, if it's got a religious name, that's even worse.
Like just temple.
I feel like that's also a golf course.
Also temple in the name of it.
I was about to say temple in it is already too much for me, bro. We done. Nah, I'm not trying to be out there.
The Medina Shriners are the Chicago chapters of Shriners International, a fraternal organization founded in New York City associated with Freemasonry. They built
that's even crazy. Yeah. Nah, bro, that's worse. So it's not even godly.
No, it's Illuminati.
Oh my God, nah, bro, nah. I'm not rocking with no fraternity that was started off anything besides beer. Like the fraternities that were started off socially drinking are so much safer than the fraternities that were started by rich old dudes back in the day. Like, those are so scary. I'm just like, dude, like what were y'all doing, bro?
Yeah.
That's crazy. I was looking up a video on how to become a Freemason, not because I wanted to, but just because I wanted to know the process. And I was just like, this is a lot, man. Like, there's certain chapters where you got to do a lot of shit, and there's some chapters where you just go in. Like, it's crazy.
Participate.
But you got to get sponsored, so you got to know somebody who in that.
I'm digging deeper.
Yeah, dig deep, man. Figure it out, G. This is like, bro, be our Nick Cage. This is our national treasure.
There's an annual circus.
What?
The fuck?
Dalai Lama, Martin Luther King Jr. were celebrated there.
And now we shooting craps. Now we shooting craps at that bitch.
This seems like a hard knock by this article, but it immediately after those two, it also says, as was Bozo the Clown. Which
That's wild writing, bro.
Why is that right next
That's
to there?
wild
Totally
writing.
different
The Dalai Lama, Martin Luther King, and Bozo the Clown are among the famed performers.
PBS, man.
Oh, shit.
Bro, whoever wrote that,
WTTW11.
what's the name on the article? What's the name on the
Daniel
article?
Hotzinger.
Yeah, dude.
You're an intern, aren't you,
You
Daniel?
100 proofread.
The vote.
Proofread, please.
Yeah.
Please, bro.
Bozo
You
the
gotta
Clown.
lead with Bozo. You
Yeah,
gotta lead with
facts.
Bozo when the
Facts.
Dalai Lama
Facts.
is in the sentence.
Or let's just leave Bozo the Clown out.
we could have really,
you
we
coulda
could have
just
really
not been
Only
there.
Bozo,
Bro, come
or
on.
only
Did,
the other two.
Did either of
Or
you
like
even know
in the
Bozo the
circus
Clown was a
sense.
real person?
Well, I thought it
Bozo-
was a character.
Yeah,
I
that was
thought
a
it was just.
character.
I thought it was just some. Like I didn't know it was an actual person.
Bloomingdale's
Yeah.
had a spot in the building for a little bit.
Okay, so commerce. They just went
It's
ahead
just
and
like a
said-
mall.
Wild. The full name of that fraternity is wild.
Yeah, nah. You said a lot of words when you said it.
No, I only
Alpha,
said
Theta,
the
Beta.
Shriners when I said it.
Is that Shriners? Like,
That's like the name for it, but it's the Arabic Order of the Nobles of the Mystic Shrine.
oh yeah, dude. Nah.
Yeah, bro. That building got some history in it.
Yeah.
If them walls could talk.
Yeah.
And now we just shooting craps in that bitch.
So
Playing
the
slot
thing though
machines.
is the casino is the casino on the river. That's the temporary one until it can open.
Yeah. That's crazy. Temporarily, we just gonna move into this temple. I feel like that's a
It was
curse.
an amphitheater though.
Yeah,
I mean,
at a point,
Yeah.
Either way, it's like imagine
yeah.
every time you're in there playing blackjack, you could be standing where Martin Luther King or Bozo the Clown.
they should put that on the door.
No, they probably have like
Bro,
a little like picture
Stand
of all
where
of them.
Martin Luther King
Yeah.
stood. Here's where Bozo the Clown stood.
Bro, because it's just like now, no matter what, when I drive past this building, I'm thinking of not only Martin Luther King and the Dalai Lama,
Bozo the
but I'm
Clown.
thinking of Bozo the Clown.
Bozo the Clown.
And thank you to the wonderful PBS writer who has
put
made
those
that a
in the same
possibility.
Intern.
That is a wild
Man,
way to write an article.
I'm so glad you found that article. I'm so,
I am
Yeah,
too. I was looking for other noteworthy things about it, and I was like, "Oh, that's a jackpot."
Nothing gets more
Yeah.
noteworthy than a comma and Bozo the Clown.
No, but it wasn't like a comma. It was a comma as was. Like
As
Bozo
was.
the Clown
He was
was
the highlight of
as.
the
Yeah,
sentence.
The same.
He gets a special shout out.
Yeah.
And it's just like I feel like they were probably doing some research and they were just like, oh shit, Bozo the Clown. And like for them that was intriguing, but it's like I feel you got to read this from another person's perspective, and you got to
Blues
go.
Brothers, like no one else.
Yeah.
No
it's
one else
like-
from Chicago was in there.
I just feel like when the order is my biggest. You could have left.
My
Bozo
problem
in
is
there.
there's a name in between. There's a gap in famousness between the Dalai Lama, Martin Luther King Jr., and Bozo the Clown. And I know someone has walked in there more famous than Bozo the Clown,
Yeah,
but
facts.
less famous than the other two, and they could have gone with that.
Yeah.
The line they chose was very
Facts.
interesting. I do want to figure out. Man, that's one of those like I would love to write in. I would love to.
I would love
Just
to.
Hey
edit.
man, I just
edit.
want to know why when you found out that the Dalai Lama and Martin Luther King were there, you felt the need to say
Bozo the
Bro,
Clown.
Bozo the
You're
Clown.
yeah, man. This
No one
person,
proofread that
this
article.
person, this person never thought their article would be
It's a
brought up
rough
on a podcast.
draft. Yeah.
No, I hope this blows up. I'm gonna that AI stuff makes shorts. How quick can we get a short out about this?
A short out of this, just tagging this.
Oh
poor,
no, I'm
tagging
making
this
my
poor
own short.
person.
I'm making my own short that's gonna reference the podcast short. So, and I'm gonna be like, so we've been hearing
You're
this
gonna
temple.
Bro.
Mine's gonna be more of like a news report thing,
Man
and
on
I'm
the
gonna
street,
reference
you're gonna
the
be in front
podcast.
and you're gonna be asking people when they go in, did you know this place used to be a temple for the Arabic order?
I wouldn't say that so much. I'm probably gonna walk up with my camera and then hold
Did you
it
know
there,
Bozo the Clown had
pointing
been
at.
here before?
No. Just hold it there, pointing at the building from across the street for like 60 seconds. And then I'm going to green screen myself into it. So I'm like there above it. So it looks like really traditional YouTube short. And then I'm going to reference this video when I'm going to like pop in the middle, but it's only going to be the middle third, not the top and the bottom third, because we got to keep that style too.
You have a vision.
Yeah, he's got a vision.
Man, well, look, stay tuned for that as well as all the other content we have coming out of here, man. Anything you guys want to plug or shout out before we get out of here?
Oh, man. No, food court. ABJ food court tomorrow.
Food court videos.
Check that out.
Some sour pops.
Yeah.
Some sour pops is crazy.
No other words.
Yeah.
Interpret that how you will. Sour pops.
I didn't even quite process it for a hot minute. So, I mean, I just now got what it meant. Make sure you're checking all that out. I'm going to start streaming again soon. So stay tuned to Twitch. And I'm going to post it to the shitpost channel. It's called J-Trebleton the Third. So if you find it before I start posting videos, you are lucky. But yeah, I need a place that's not going to give me copyright strikes.
Superscript? Like J-Treble cubed?
No. I wish.
Like third?
I wish.
Okay.
But no, it's just I.
Oh.
Capital I. Okay. Yeah, it's just J-Trebleton the Third.
The Third.
No, it's J-Trebleton. I.
Trebleton. Okay.
Trebleton. J-Trebleton.
I thought you were saying treble two though.
No, Trebleton.
Trebleton. Okay.
Yeah. It's my actual full name.
I'll start petitioning the YouTube help desk to allow usernames to include superscripts.
That would be great. Honestly, if I could have a 3 over the top.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
I was gonna go with J-Trebleton Jr., but I felt like it was more distinguished to be a third. Because the name's made up. So
I feel like the 8th pops up a lot.
Damn, that would be. I might go back. I might go back and put like an IV on that bitch, like the 4th. The 4th,
yeah.
Like an IV. IV kind of crazy. IV kind of crazy.
The VII.
J-Trebleton the 4th. Oh, hey, you right.
Or just X.
Oh, the 10th, bro. That's crazy. No, because then people just gonna call me X. They're gonna.
Facts. It distracts.
That's what I'm saying. It would just be J-Trebleton X, and it's like, nah, it's the 10th. But that's why I got. That's why I did
Apple
I.
ruined that.
Yeah. Apple killed that for all of us. Thanks. We were getting out of here. Have a good fucking week.
Hell yeah.
What's the quote? I feel like have a good fucking week is not a quote.
You had a quote, right?
No. He saved that one. Saved that
one.
I'm trying to think of like a transformative quote I heard lately.
Mine's not transformative.
I guarantee it. I mean, like, I think the last one you went with was "I'm too drunk to chase this chicken."
Oh yeah, that was one of the ones where you were gone. That was the I'm too drunk to taste this chicken.
Not transformative.
Oh, I got a bar.
Hey, Ananya's got a bar.
Colonel Sanders once said, I'm too drunk to taste this chicken.
Kick a quote to get us out of here.
We feel free when we escape, even if it be from the frying pan to the fire.
That sounds like a metaphor for chicken.
It actually sounds like a metaphor for late stage capitalism. Have a great week.
I was going to say free range chicken, but fair enough.
I'm just talking shit. I was just looping back to the topic.